In the galaxy of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, few characters embody both struggle and redemption like Juhani. A Cathar Jedi Guardian, she battled prejudice, slavery, and even her own fall to the dark side before finding her place among the Jedi and fighting alongside Revan. Today, we'll dive into Juhani's story, her trials, and the unique traits that made her one of the most fascinating companions in KOTOR. Juhani was born on Cathar, but her people suffered genocide at the hands of Casus Fett and the Mandalorians. Her family fled to Taris, where they lived in poverty and discrimination. After her father was killed and her mother died in hardship, Juhani was enslaved by the exchange. Before her life could spiral further, she was freed thanks to Jedi Knight Revan and his allies, an act that inspired her to join the Jedi Order herself. On Dantooine, Juhani trained under Jedi Master Quattro, but her Cathar instincts and fierce temper made her struggle with control. In her final test, she lashed out in anger, believing she had killed her master. Consumed by guilt, she fled to the ancient grove, falling briefly to the dark side. Revan was sent to stop her, and in a duel, he defeated but spared her. This moment gave Juhani a second chance, and she returned to the Jedi, humbled and determined. Rejoining the Order, Juhani became a companion aboard the Ebon Hawk. Alongside Bastila Shan, Jolee Bindo and others, she joined the hunt for the Star Forge. Juhani faced her past again when she encountered the Twi'lek slaver Zor, the murderer of her father. With Revan's guidance, she resisted the temptation to kill in vengeance, proving her growth in the light side. By the time of the final battle against Darth Malak, Juhani had truly found redemption. Juhani was defined by her fierce nature. With her yellow eyes, striped fur, and sharp instincts, she embodied her Cathar heritage. Yet beneath that strength was constant struggle. Her perfectionism, her temper, and her difficulty in trusting others often put her at odds with her Jedi teachings. Still, she valued companionship, especially with fellow Padawan Balaya, and eventually with the crew of the Ebon Hawk. Juhani carried deep scars, bitterness toward humans for the prejudice she endured, and resentment toward Mandalorians for the massacre of her people. At times she even lashed out at Revan and Bastila, blaming them for Taris's destruction. But despite her anger, she always returned to the light. As a Jedi Guardian, she preferred lightsaber combat, supported by powers like force speed, stun, push, and saber throw. Her Cathar subspecies also gave her a rare gift, the ability to alter her fur pigments, which she enhanced through the Force as a natural camouflage. Briefly as a Dark Jedi, she experimented with powers like Force Choke and Force Shock, though she later abandoned them. Ultimately, Juhani embraced the Jedi path, becoming a zealous defender of the light. After Revan's victory over Malak and the destruction of the Star Forge, Juhani was honored alongside the heroes of the Republic. A hollow statue of her was even placed on Corellia's Axial Park, standing as a permanent reminder of her journey from slavery and anger to redemption and Jedi strength. Juhani's story reminds us that even those who stumble can rise again stronger. She remains a symbol of resilience, redemption, and the eternal struggle between light and dark. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Juhani's story, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Star Wars lore explained.